Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexandra. I am mother of four and me and my family we live in Moscow region in Russia. On this channel you will see different videos about our life and different videos about how to cook. Because I like to cook very much and I'm cooking a lot for my and I cook normally a lot for my family, and it's interesting for me, and today I'm gonna cook Ossetian pies. I will tell you the secret that the video was made before, and I've tried already this recipe, and it's, I think, one of the most delicious food on the world, and it's very tasty, and I'm happy that I've tried to do this. And before I start, I would like to tell you a little bit about the history of this recipe and the history of this region where people cook these pies. This dish is from North Ossetia, and North Ossetia, I would like to tell you that this is the region in the south of Russia. It's located on the Caucasus Mountains, and all these regions of the Caucasus Mountains are the regions with very delicious food, because they've got they live in the south and they've got very tasty vegetables, for example, and they've got wine, very delicious, and I can tell you that this is not my native cuisine, but this is my favorite cuisine all over the world, because it's it's a little bit similar with Italian cuisine, but it's at the same time very separate and very tasty. I'm gonna tell you exactly that. I've done the variety of these pies because by the recipe you make 3 pies, and first pie is with cheese, soft cheese, soft young cheese, and second is with meat, and third is with cheese and green part of beets. But it's winter now and it's very difficult to find this green part of beets, and I decided to make this pie with cabbage, because cabbage is very traditional for Russia, for Russian pies, and I like it and my family like it. And after I've done chili con carne, you can see some boys of my family, they didn't like this chili con carne. It was not so tasty for my lip, and I decided, if I make recipes from another region, I will make it the spices and the amount of salt and different green grasses, green spices, by our taste, how we taste it, and it's better. And it's tradition to make 3 pies. Sometimes you can make 1 or 3 or 5 or 7, but not 2 or 4. And I will make 3 pies, I told you, and 1 pie you put to another, you make with butter and put to another pie, and it's like cake, and you eat them like cake. So you will see, and now let's start. So first we're gonna do, we take 1 kilo of flour and we do it through the sieve. After it we put here 11 grams of French leaven, 1 big spoon of sugar, and 1 little spoon of salt. Then we need 700 milliliters of warm water. Water have to be not hot and not so hot and not so cold. About 40 degrees. And we start to make our dough. We need to put here a little bit of oil. You can take sunflower or olive oil. We've got sunflower because in Russia sunflower oil is more popular than olive oil, and more cheap, maybe twice cheaper or even more cheaper than olive oil. So we start to make our dough. I think our dough is ready, and we need to put it to our pot, and after it we will do what will be inside of our pies. For our first pie, as I told you, I will make 3 pies. First, for our first pie, we took spinach, a little bit of spinach. I made it on the hot pan, and we will take a lot of cheese. We take different kind of cheese, but in the original recipe you need to take young cheese, and you do it like Lev is doing. And we haven't got a lot of this cheese, and we will take another kind of cheese also, but you need to know that in the original recipe you need to take 700 of cheese with spinach. All of these have to be about 700 grams. After it, we need to cut our fresh green grass, fresh green parsley and green onions. We put a little bit here, onions, and you can put, if you like you can put it, if you don't like you don't put it, just have cheese with spinach or just cheese without spinach. We put here a little bit of milk, and we start to form a ball of this mixture. So our first bowl for our first pie is ready. It's from cheese and spinach and onions, green onions. And now we're gonna do the second bowl for our second pie, and it will be from ground meat. And here I've got chili, little bit of chili. I put here I think maybe 7 of black peppercorns and a little bit of zira or cumin. Not so much, because when I cooked chili con carne, that was too much. And now we'll start. And now I put salt here, and I need to put here garlic, maybe 4, and it's too much. So garlic, and after I will cut 1 onion. I will cut one very big onion, but we need onion for our third pie, so half I will put here and half I will put to our third pie, and that will be surprise pie, not from Ossetia, I think. And now Leah will put our spices, so our meat. And I will put onions, and we will form one more bowl for our second pie. I took 400 or 500 of meat, but you have to know that in the original recipe you need to take about 700, but I have only 500, so I will do it this way. So our second bowl is ready, and I'm starting to make a bowl for our third pie, and it will be with cabbage. Russians love cabbage, but I think it will be not Ossetia pie, but I've got cabbage at home, and it's winter now, and it's not so easy to find the green part of beets, because in Ossetian pie, in original recipe, they put to the third pie green part of beets. And it will be with sour cabbage. And first of all, we need to fry our onions. Second part of our onion to the frying pan. And after it, I will take sour cabbage. It's very popular among Russians to cook this sour cabbage, and normally we cook it during November, I think. You can see my husband made huge pot for our big family, and now it's left not so much, and it's very easy to cook. You need cabbage, you put salt, you just make it this way, and after it you leave it in the warm place for about 3 days, and after it you need to put it to the cold, and then it's ready. You can put here also carrots And after you take the cabbage, you put it to your plate, and you put there onion, fresh onion, and little bit of sugar, and little bit of sunflower oil, and the taste is very good. And I will make my cabbage to my frying pan with onions, and start to fry it also, and that will be for our third pie. You can see our dough is ready, and now I will divide it into 3 parts, and we will try to make our first pie. And we've got 3 parts, and 2 parts we leave to rest, and 1 part we do it like this, and we take our first bowl with cheese and put it here, and after it we need to make a bowl with our dough. Вот так закрыть, to close it. And we make our pie without something, just using our hands. So in the middle we need to make open to make a hole, and in this case it will not be wet. After it, we need to put it to the very hot frying pan, and now we put it to our oven, and it have to be like 8 of 8, very hot. So we take our second bowl and put it to our dough and make it the same way. We take the dough, it will be around of this pie. Yes, you can see it's not enough meat, because if it's a real Ossetian pie, meat is twice bigger than the dough. And we make it this way, and now we turn it. Смотрим. We turn it, and now we start to form our pie, our second pie with meat. We've got here, we got dough, and in the original recipe you will not have so much dough from the sides, but I think it will be very tasty. And we make a hole in the middle here, the same. So it's ready, and we are waiting for our first pie to take it from the oven, and then we put there our second pie. So, and our first pie is ready. I think it's very nice, and we need to make it with butter when it's hot. The smell is wonderful. And while I'm waiting for my pie It's in the oven. I'm reading Lev Tolstoy. It's Anna Karenina. About the woman and the train. And our second pie is ready, and we put it to the first pie. And we also put here butter, and the smell now is so tasty. It's pity that I cannot give you this smell through the camera, but you can see we've got two, and our third pie is in the oven. And our third pie is ready. We need butter while it's hot. It's with cabbage. You can see the cabbage here. And our teapot is not boiling. Now it will boil, and we will start. All three of our pies are ready, and tea is also ready, and we're gonna start. Tradition, we cut it the way like Christ, and we will eat it like the cake. Everyone has got three pies in one. Oh, you can see. And the pie was very tasty, so tasty that I forgot to make video of it. Simeon is still eating, and everyone else is full because this pie is a very square meal, and you can try to cook it, and I think you will like it very much.